been kind of slacking on my regular night patrols, especially on the weekends. Like sometimes it's just like Friday or Saturday, and it's like I just don't feel like going out there with all that fucking insanity. But I figured I'd take a spin around the neighborhood tonight. I was watching a video from a band called The Voids. It's a like a spin-off band of well, Julian Casablancas, the singer from The Strokes. It's like his kind of side project. And there's a scene in the video where he sings the line "Mirror, mirror on the wall," and it shows him like going for this mirror, and the lyrics are on the screen. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Not magic mirror on the wall, but mirror, mirror on the wall. So that's a more residue. Well, I don't know if that's residue, because it's more modern. That's happened post the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect there being that it was magic mirror on the wall. It's always been magic mirror. It was never mirror, mirror, which is, you know, bullshit. And I used to, when I'd use that example, I'd point to records by Genesis and Duran Duran who have, who sing lyrics or have a part of that, a dialogue on their albums. Duran's live album, Thanksgiving, and Genesis on Trick of the Tail. Is it in Squonk? I forget what song it is, but it's a song they do on a live album too, and they, you know, it's clearly mirror, mirror on the wall, as it always was. But that was an early one for me. How it was apparently magic mirror on the wall, and it always was, and you just have a bad memory, Chud. But yeah, no, it was always used to be mirror, mirror. That's why these people remember it now. That's why everyone remembers it that way now. I saw a clip from the new Snow White movie, though, the one that people are freaking out about online because of that actress or whatever. And in the clip, which I think is part of the trailer, they show that scene, and Gal Gadot is the Wicked Witch, and she's like, magic mirror on the wall. She says it very clearly. I thought that was interesting. They added that into the trailer, as if to say, no, chuds, you have a bad memory. But yeah, just another thing that jumped out at me. That thing, that Mandela effect, that is still the weirdest shit going. I mean, and there's always new stuff added to it all the time. I just kind of stopped keeping up with it because it's aggravating. You know, it's like I have theories of what caused it. I think it's, I don't think it would, they meant to specifically make these changes, you know. It would be kind of weird if they did, like all these pop culture references and movies and things. I think these are just, it's fallout from them messing around with the timeline, or trying to manipulate the timeline or realities, or, you know, the stuff that they do over at CERN and Project Looking Glass and things like that, where they're trying to kind of make the timeline more amiable to what they want. This kind of has been going on for a long time with them. You know, those Project Looking Glass files that were dumped by the CIA about 5 years ago were dated back to 1983. And I also think the 7-Eleven was an inside job, was also used to try to make the timelines more malleable, because it was prior to that, when they were working on Project Looking Glass, where they discovered that no matter how much they moved around interdimensionally or frequently, Illuminati confirmed, the no matter how much they tried to manipulate it, after 2012, all of the timelines or dimensional spaces where different fractures of reality live, whatever the theoretical physics name for it is this week, were they would all coalesce into the same line after 2012. 2012, all the different possibilities would collapse, and they'd end up in the same place. And there's a lot of weird stuff around 2012. It's interestingly when the Mayan calendar said the world was going to end. And maybe, you know, in a certain way it did. You know, perhaps they knew something that we didn't. Just sorry, African gentleman coming out of a Korean store. I think he's fighting with the person in there. She walked out being really loud. And, yeah, they really don't like the shop owners. They don't like the Korean shop owners because they're usually in the neighborhoods. I don't think they set up shop there. A lot of those stores are old, you know, around the U.S. And they've been there for, you know, before it was a bad area. They've owned it, you know. That usually is how it works. And they hate them because they won't... Well, they stop them from robbing, basically. Don't let them steal stuff, and they protect their goods. So, of course, this is, you know, racist. But, so when they all came here after COVID, they're probably like, Jesus, even here too, you know? Because most of the little stores around here, the bodegas, are Korean-owned. And it gives me a chance to speak in a little Korean I know. You know, and then they want to talk to me more, and I have to run out of the store. Thank you, 감사합니다. Oh, see. Oh, yeah, bye. But yeah, they always talk about how they don't like the Korean store owners, and they're like, you know, why can't we have black owners, and we want black people only? Then they don't do that because they're not going to open a store there because they know their own people. They know they'd just be, you know, robbed constantly. They'd be trying to do this. They'd have to do the same thing the Koreans do, and then they would hate them and call them like race traders or something. There's no fixing that racial thing. It's just done. I saw a story about. Well, I'll keep it for next time because it's pretty involved in some, and I'm still not sure what I can say here yet. I'm still trying to feel out, you know, what I can do. Well, the thing is, like that recent strike or warning I got, like, you know, between you and I have fucking tons of videos, right, that are almost like the same thing, like to say the same stuff. I had a video about the specific event I got in trouble for this time, where it's like on the thumbnail, and I go really into it, because I watched it the day it happened in real time, and I saw all the different narratives they throw up there, because whenever these things go on, these little psyops, they usually throw like 5 storylines against the wall. You know, to cause confusion and to see which ones people believe the most. And then all the other storylines they throw out there are forgotten. Like, I don't even want to discuss it, but like that sometimes they'll have like a character you see, oh, it's this person, and then like you never hear about them again. Or they'll talk to this eyewitness who will say something completely different than what ended up being the official story. So yeah, I watched that in real time. So I have a video where I went through the whole thing, and yeah, I mean, so I mean, well, ultimately it's just a matter of time before off this. I have the channel too. Like, hey, what's going on, Chris? But yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit. You in a bit, not. Oh no, wait. I thought I was gonna have to talk to my neighbor. I don't have to talk to my neighbor. He's doing his own thing. I like to try to talk to all my neighbors just to ease the fear. So they don't, I don't know, perception is really important to me, as far as people that live around you. I'm a bit of an introverted character, and it's not natural for me to go around talking to everybody, but sometimes if you don't, and you're quiet, and you keep to yourself, people start thinking weird shit about you. As I found here in this neighborhood, when I was informed after a couple of years of living here that people thought I was a drug dealer. Yeah, I mean, based on nothing, really, just the way I look, I guess. But, and the people I hung around with, you know. That probably didn't help a lot. Little did they know that I was actually getting letters from the DEA to my house. Because I let one of my friends use my address, which is stupid, you know. Because when I first came here, I was just appalled at the homeless situation. I tried to help everybody any way I could. And, yeah, you need it. You can use my you know, home address. Not thinking anything. But he was, he said they were investigating him. I think he was some kind of asset, because why would they be sending him letters, you know? I don't know. At any rate, it got them following me. And that's a whole other story. It was like a whole summer of investigation. Vans out back here watching me, the whole thing. White vans, though. White vans, no problem. You can tell those guys to fuck off. I was always nice to them, though. I'd always wave, say hi, talk about the weather real quick. But if it's a black van, just run. Because usually if they get the black van after you, you're not even going to see them coming. The only time you're going to see the van is when you're getting into it. So yeah, white van, no problem. Black van, it's going to be a bad day. Walking home last night, and I'm at the light to cross over to come into my street, and I hear this like, "Hey!" Now usually when someone says "hey" to me, I don't fucking turn around, and I'm like, "Hey!" And it's like right next to me. I'm like, "Oh Jesus!" Because I make a point not to answer the "hey," "yo," whatever. And I look to my left, and it's my Mossad neighbor. She's fucking awesome. I like talking to her. But she's coming back from one of the, it looked like she was out maybe going to dinner or a bar or something. But another girl who I think is a neighbor in my building, nice lady. But yeah, I say she's Mossad, but I can't be 100% sure. She says she works for the Israeli military, and she's always going back and forth from there. And traveling on top of it. And I don't, you know, really let on that I know anything about that stuff. You know, I try to play it like, you know, hey, you know, ask questions. I try to get them in, but I'm smart about it. But yeah, she's fucking hilarious, because she's always a bit drunk, and she's always mad about like the world. It's funny. Does not look like I would never peg her for being Jewish, not because, you know, any bad reason, just they have a, usually I can kind of tell by the look, but she looks like a little Swedish girl or something. It's really weird. Blonde, her face looks like European. It's really like, I was so surprised to find out about her background, because she doesn't look like it at all. But yeah, she's fucking wicked funny. She's going on about, she just came back from Israel, and and I was like, just asking her about how things are over there, you know. And she's like, your media here has got your minds. You have no idea what's going on. Everything they're telling you is bullshit. It's all bullshit. They have you like brain controlled. I'm like, I know. Yes, I agree. And I'm like, and then you got Ukraine going on. She's like, Ukraine? Who cares about Ukraine? That's not even an issue anymore. And she's just telling me a little bit about what's going on there. You know, I'm trying to get like, you know, information, not for any reason, just for curiosity. You know, I'm not working for anybody. But yeah, it was just really funny. I love seeing her. I wish I could spend like, hey bro, what's up, man? Have a good night, buddy. Yeah, I'd like to be able to spend more time with her, but I usually only see her when I'm smoking and she's smoking out back near the schizo garage, like the outside of it. That's usually where we, you know, meet up and talk about stuff. But yeah, it's funny. She's really funny. I don't want to like pry too much. You know, like last night when I saw her, I'm like, oh, I you know, found out she has dual citizenship, and after asking, I'm like, oh fuck, is that too much? You know what I mean? I feel like I don't want to be pryy, but you know, I'm just curious, you know, because you hear so much about them and Mossad and what they do, and yeah, and that's it for all of this. I'm gonna piece together some parts of videos that I never made an end to. So this is the end of a video potpourri for today. I had a bunch of stuff I want to cover about some of the things going on too. I'm just a little bit gun shy right now because of the YouTube situation. But as always, thanks for dropping by, guys. And don't blame the teacher, blame the school.